the Victorian one, and I'll show you how to make some unique movable wall panels. Well, hello and welcome to Decorating with Style. I just can't wait to get into this first project. I think it's just great, so let's just go for it. And come along with us, spend the half hour with us, and we've got some great projects lined up for you today. Well, customized chairs and curtains with the same fabric is one way to coordinate your home's decor. But it's not always easy to customize your rugs. Our next guest is here to show you that it's really not hard once you planned your design. From Dressler Stencil Company, Jan Dressler. Hello.
Hi.
I've been looking at your rug here for some time.
Isn't
I think
that
it's
neat?
wonderful. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, it's great. You know, you can buy these already made with the binding on them, but they look kind of blah.
Yeah,
You know?
they do.
And so one of the best ways to customize this is to use stencils around the edge, in the middle, whatever. You can really do a multitude of different things with stencils on these surfaces.
Oh, I love your design that you've chosen.
Well, and one good thing about these too is that they're reversible. So you could do one design on one side and another design on the other.
What a great idea.
Yeah. So you'd have, you know, 2 rugs for the price of one, and they're really very inexpensive anyway.
Uh-huh. Okay, show us how we do this.
Well, now, first of all, when you look for sisal, a lot of it is, you know, they have a lot of different patterns, and a lot of it feels kind of icky on your feet.
Yeah,
you know,
it
kind of prickly.
does. Yeah.
So I chose this. It's a jute rug rather than the actual sisal, but it's a boucle weave, so it's very smooth, and it adapts very well to stenciling because it doesn't have so many big lumps and bumps.
Okay, so something a little bit smoother.
Right,
You want, look
that's
for.
the best.
Okay.
And I've also chosen a design that's kind of simple. It's one overlay, so you don't have to try and line up 2 on there, which can be a little bit tricky with a lumpy surface.
Okay.
So this has some large openings. It also had some smaller openings here on the edge. I elected not to use those because on a rough surface, your smaller details will disappear on you.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
I've taped right over those so that
Alrighty.
I don't have any danger of stenciling.
Hitting them. Okay.
Now, you map out your design first. So you figure out where it has to be on the carpet in order to come out even on each end. So you do the math first.
Okay.
And then you go ahead and start. Now I'm going to put a sun in the corner here. And in order to miter this edge, I put a piece of tape across here. So you be sure that, that your whole design is located correctly on your rug. Then you tape it down. And then take a little piece of masking tape and just run it across that. And then I take another piece and put it down here just to remind me, don't stencil this part because I want to just go this way. I don't want to have this border coming across here.
Okay.
Then you go ahead and you load your brushes. Now I'm going to move this up here because it's a little easier to operate. I load my brush and I wipe off all the paint, and then I come back into the center of this. Now I want to put a nice light color on the inside of the sun because color tends to disappear on this dark background. So I put in the light color first, and then I'll come in around the edges with a brighter yellow, and that will give us the real vivid color. And I go all around the edges with that. And you notice I'm pouncing. This helps to get the paint down inside the little rows of weave.
And this won't make the rug stiffer,
No,
will it? No, it doesn't.
No, you hardly notice it at all.
Okay.
And then I'll come around the edges here with a little bit of the orange to give it some brightness. When I was doing my sample, I had to do quite a few different trials to figure out what colors stood out best on this dark background. So, you know, you have to kind of have your ideas ahead of time before you get to your final project, because it can be kind of, you know, intimidating.
Yeah, and then if you make a mistake,
yeah,
you
if you
turn
make
it over.
your, yeah, exactly. That's another good thing about these. Now, again, on my moon, I initially started out trying to use a silver on here, but the silver disappeared. So I opted to go for a pale gray blue. And that has the illusion of silver without having it disappear on you like the silver would.
Okay. And you didn't use any spray adhesive or anything underneath here, did you? And
no.
it will get close enough.
Yeah, because it's a nice flat weave, it does stay put.
Okay.
And with the spray adhesive, you know, there's so many lumps and bumps on it that it really wouldn't work very well. So, I mean, I did try that too.
All right, so you went around with a darker blue around the edges there.
Yeah, and that just helps. That just helps to kind of define the edges you see out here on the other moon there. And then I'll do my green border, and you don't have to use a lot of paint. I mean, it seems to just. You'd think that you'd have to, but no, it really works quite nicely without.
Oh, the design is just
all
lovely.
Your details.
Love the colors too.
Yeah, and so you know, you really can. If this isn't, you know, a design you like, you can choose any different design.
Yeah,
you could
leaves
do
and flowers.
That's right, and you could just do the corners if you wanted to, or the center of the rug. So there's really a lot of options.
Or depending how you place your furniture, you could take that open space and then make a design there.
Right, exactly.
As long as you didn't move your furniture around a lot like I do.
Well, you know, and then these are rather inexpensive, so you can, you know, use them until you get tired of them and then do something different.
I think this is a great idea. Should we take a look at the one that you have finished? It's over
Yes.
on our set here where I sit. I just love it. I've been looking at it all
Well,
morning
it's
long.
going to go in my kitchen.
Oh, you're going to take it with you, Jan? No, I want it. Oh, it really is great. What a great idea, too. And like you said, the rug is reversible, so you can turn it over and make a different design on the other side.
That's right.
Jan Dressler from Dressler Stencil Company, you are a doll. I love your ideas.
Oh, thank you.
Really talented. And we will be back.
Sis, I snooped in your medicine cabinet.
So?
You switched to X-Lax.
Yeah, Correctol works with an artificial chemical. X-Lax works with natural senna.
Very effectively, too.
You tried it.
What a find.
What a snoop.
Good morning, guaranteed.
Okay, so you want to put in new blinds, spruce the place up, right? And you want the good stuff at the best price. Name brands like Hunter Douglas, Graber, Levolor. One call to National Blind takes care of everything. It's easy. They'll send you a blind kit with dozens of styles and colors free. And you'll pay less, a lot less, not 50 or 60, but as much as 82% off. So call for your free blind kit with measuring guide. Plus, if you call now, you'll get free UPS shipping when placing your first order. Call 1-800-698-7200 today.
It says serving suggestion and shows a picture of broccoli.
It's a suggestion, Chuck. I grew this carrot, and so help me, I am going to use it. I love my vegetables too, sweetie. Little Richard, see if Pat needs help.
There I helped. Boys.
Come on, guys. Can't we have one nice meal together?
Now Daddy's home, y'all, with an appetite big and tall. So I'm baking big old biscuits.
Grand's biscuits with a big homemade taste. Grand's makes them happy.
My heart to yours.
SureFit slipcovers are as diverse as the faces of America. A style for every room. Beautiful, affordable, and easy. Call 1-888-SureFit for your free catalog or visit surefit.com.
They're the daring pilots, the proud patriots, and the brave soldiers. HGTV takes you into the homes of America's true heroes.
We're visiting the home of a man who loved his country more than life itself.
From Charles Lindbergh to Nathan Hale to Sergeant Alvin York, you'll get a glimpse inside the everyday lives of 7 extraordinary men. Grant Goodeve hosts Homes of Our Heritage, American Heroes. Wednesday night at 10 on HGTV.
Hi, welcome back. Well, our next project is unique, contemporary, stylish, and it has a bit of fun attached to it. Best of all, it's really simple to make. These decorative movable wall panels can add a splash of color or be a subtle backdrop for your art. It's really up to you. We have left them blank, so you can use your imagination about how you'd like to decorate them. But the secret is the screw in the middle here. And it's a piece of plywood that can simply turn around, and you can move them any way you want to. But if we make a diamond shaped out of them right here. And this is the perfect project for the person who is the compulsive picture straightener. Sometimes I walk into a room and I just have that urge to straighten up a picture. Well, then you can do it all day long on your own wall. And it really is kind of contemporary. I think it's real fun and it's really easy to do. The important part first is to make a square out of a piece of plywood. This is just a sample I'm showing you here. And we're going to find the center by going from one diagonal corner to the other. And we're using a piece of molding here. You can use a ruler, that's fine too. And we're going to make a line and then turn it and use the opposite corners. And where the X meets here, the two lines meet, that will be your center. And we have done that over here using a 3/4 inch piece of plywood. You can use any wood you want to, but that's inexpensive and fun, and we're going to decorate it here. We have found our center, and then we've drilled a hole. Now the important thing is to make that hole a little bit bigger than your screw so that the picture will be able to move around on the screw. And when putting it into drywall, make sure that you anchor it somehow in the back with either a plastic anchor like this one or one of these toggle bolts. You just want to make sure that it moves around freely on your screw. Now we've also taken some decorative molding and we are going to decorate the sides. And all you need to do is have that cut to size with the corners mitered, and take some wood glue and glue that down. And you're not going to be moving it so much that you would really need finishing nails, but you can put some finishing nails in here, countersink them, and then use a little wood filler. And then you can paint it any color you want to or stain it any way you like. But the real challenge is putting them up on the wall so that they're all level one to another. The first measurement that you make is from the top of the ceiling down, and you would place them any way that you want to. Just make sure that they're far enough from the side of the wall over here so that when you turn it, you're not going to bump into the corner wall. That's one consideration. So we have found our center here, and from here you can drop a plumb line if you want to make it center with this one here, make it level with the one down here on the bottom, or you can take a level that has a vertical level to it, and you would line them up and make sure your bubble's in the middle there and get them all lined up. Now the two across from each other horizontally here, you would find your center point for that one by using your level, and you would just make sure that they are level with the bubble in the middle, just like that, and then drop a plumb line from here down to this one over here. Now, the fun part really is decorating them. You can do that any way you want to. I see this one's crooked now. I have to get that straight. That's the fun part. I like that. So you can use some grass mat like this. That might be an idea. And these botanicals are so popular in decorating today. But anything that you put in the middle, make sure that it looks okay if you move it like this. Alrighty? That's one idea for you. Or you can paint a design in the middle of it. Maybe you could use some of your wallpaper that you have, or something real contemporary like this. Oh, that might drive you crazy after a while, but that's kind of a fun design to do. Or I also think that putting a mirror in the middle of it would be really nice as well. So that's a fun project. Have fun with that, and we will be right back with more.
Attention, Americans without prescription drug coverage. Don't wait to find out if Medicare will ever cover all your prescriptions, or if your employer will ever offer you coverage. Get the People's Prescription Plan today. Members have already saved over $180 million on prescription drugs, eyewear, hearing aids, and more at over 50,000 locations nationwide. Your household is covered for just $7.95 a month with no limits on use, so the savings can really add up. And as a special offer, when you call today, you pay just $2.95 for your first month, a savings of $5 off the regular price. Plus, your satisfaction is guaranteed or your money back. There are no claim forms or waiting periods. You save right on the spot. So don't wait for the politicians or your employer to decide if they're going to help you with prescription costs. Save now with the People's Prescription Plan.
Call 1-800-349-2299 for free information on the People's Prescription Plan. 1-800-349-2299. Call now.
Need contact lenses? You could. Get drive to your eye doctor, wait in line, pay twice as much, wait a week, drive back, pick them up. Or call 1-800-CONTACTS. We deliver. You save.
Yesterday, if you saw a bathroom style you liked,
nope.
Well, good luck finding it at your typical home improvement store. But today, there's Lowe's, where upgrading your bathroom has never been more fashionable. Choose from Delta, Kohler, Moen, Jacuzzi, American Standard, and hundreds of other great brands. The latest styles at a guaranteed low price. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
Once there was a princess whose love for butter was doomed by wicked cholesterol. No one could wake her until...
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter!
The taste you love without the cholesterol.
Grass, check.
Perspiration.
Check.
The new Maytag Neptune with Stain Brain makes removing stains all but foolproof.
Thanks.
Well, at least the new kid's keeping busy.
The new Maytag Neptune, perfecting the art of stain removal.
Well, hello and welcome back. Well, we're going to do a little Victorian decorating right now. And Victorian decorating relies a lot on detail and adds a lot of depth and interest to a room. Victorian lamps can be an excellent addition to any room if you like that style. However, they're usually very expensive. Well, here to show you how to transform a contemporary lamp into a Victorian one with an exquisite look from Goodman Media Group is the editor of Victorian Decorating Ideas. She should know, Stacy Durr Albert. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Cindy. It's
Hi,
nice
welcome.
to be here.
We're going to make a Victorian lamp today, huh? Out of a modern one.
The key to Victorian decorating is embellishment, and the Victorians decorated just about everything they could find with trims, tassels, ribbons, lace, and the like. So we're going to take a normal-looking lamp and transform it into a Victorian masterpiece.
All right. Well, let's see the masterpiece, and you can tell us about that right now.
Okay, as you can see, we've taken a simple lamp that we purchased in a store, fairly inexpensive, and we've decorated it with tassels and ribbons and really gave it a true Victorian look. And we'll show you how to do that.
Okay, how do we start?
Okay, we start with the lamp base, and then you're also going to purchase a bunch of trims and tassels, and be sure to look for quality when you're buying these because they really will make the difference with the final product.
Oh, these are lovely. I love the fringe. That's great. And here's some cording.
Yes.
And some braids.
And we've opted to go with a color scheme that's a little not so Victorian as most people would think. We tried to stay away from the heavy, dark, the stuffy look of Victorian and go with a lighter, more modern, what we like to call the new Victorian look.
The new Victorian look. Okay. What's the first thing that we do?
Okay, so to begin, you'll take your lamp base, and first you will choose the trim that you'll use for the vertical lines, which we will choose this. And you will take a hot glue gun and carefully...
I'll hold that for you.
Okay, carefully glue a line down one of the vertical stripes on the lamp base. And we'll set that right on there. And you're going to leave about an inch or so on each side to allow for it to fold under the base of the lamp.
Okay.
And then we'll do the cutting.
There we go.
Okay.
I'll help you.
It's a good idea to cut afterwards so you don't make a mistake, since this can be costly trim.
Yeah, so it can be.
And
oh,
then
that's pretty.
We will glue that under there.
And if your lamp didn't have these sections in it, you could create your own, really, couldn't you?
Exactly. You can definitely do that.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll just move on to another one. So you can
And that
get
hot
the
glue
idea.
gun is great.
Yes, and don't worry about the glue strings. We can take care of them later on.
Okay.
Okay, we'll press that right on there.
So traditional Victorian is really using a lot of dark colors, the reds and the blacks and all of that. I love the neutrals that we're using here. It's great.
It's a little bit more romantic, and it's people who don't like Victorian, they definitely prefer this look. Not quite so heavy and stuffy. Okay, and then once we've done all 6 of these, then we will go ahead and put a trim on the top of the lamp. And we'll just glue that around like that.
Well, that's pretty. Okay.
And again, you can go with any color scheme that you choose.
That might work with the bedroom that you're going to put it in.
Think about your home and the decorating colors that you have throughout. Okay.
And sometimes you can find remnants of these pieces of braiding and so on.
Yes, definitely, and you can get a better sale on that.
So you take your lamp with you to the store to make sure that they are long enough.
Exactly. And then we would go ahead and put this fringe on the bottom of the lamp to really dress that up.
Oh yes, I like that. With the handy-dandy glue gun. Okay.
Okay. And to hide some of those, you know, marks, we would go ahead and take this elegant cording and put that around as a nice finishing base. And as you may notice, you have to tape the ends. As you can see, what happened here is that it started to unravel.
Oh, good tip.
So what you can do is you can take a piece of tape and put it around the middle like this. And then simply cut it in the center of the tape.
Oh, so you have both sides secured.
Exactly. It's great for storage and for working with as you're gluing it on the lamp. It won't unravel in front of you.
Okay, great.
Okay, and once we have all our trims on this part of the lampshade, we're going to go ahead and just jazz it up a little bit with tassels.
And where do you put the tassels?
We're going to attach one to the top over here, and again, you can go with whatever color scheme you choose. We'll just simply tie that on there.
And then you just let it hang from the side?
Just let it hang as a little embellishment.
Oh, that's nice.
And then we'll take the other one, and this one is a really neat pastel blend of light blue and yellow. And we'll just tie that right around the base of the lamp.
Okay. This lamp vase looks a bit Victorian, but you may have a modern one in the tassels by adding to it or doing some kind of painting technique on it would certainly make it Victorian.
Exactly. And so once you have all your trims glued on there, we would go ahead and put this lamp together.
We have only just a bit glued on right now. Okay. And then you put that on. Terrific. Okay. That'd be great.
And for more modern alternatives, you could go ahead and find a similar shade with pressed flowers or even a plain shade. It may not look Victorian, but once you add some trims and tassels to it, you can really give it a Victorian flair. We can just go ahead and glue that on.
Now, you purchased this one just for a couple of dollars at the discount store?
Exactly. And again, it doesn't shout out Victorian, which many people really like, but it has a nice, elegant feel to it.
Right, and then you could take some leftover braid and put it down around there and just keep going, no matter what you wanted to do.
Give it a nice, polished look.
Very nice.
And these are great accents for the bedroom, living room, pretty much any room in the home.
Looks great. Well, why don't we take a look at the beautiful one that you have spent some time finishing here, and I love the little tassels hanging from it. It's so adorable, really very nice, and I love using all those neutrals. Well, Stacy Durr Albert, thank you so much for showing us how to add a bit of Victorian decor to our life. Thank you so much, and we will be right back.
This week's information from Decorating with Style is available on our website at HGTV.com or send $5 to Decorating with Style, Box 50970, Knoxville, Tennessee 37950. Be sure to include the week number on your envelope.
A little confused about mortgage terms? HGTV.com can help. Check out our all-new real estate and finance section to learn all about home equity and mortgage options. You can even find lots of handy calculators to help you figure out what you can afford. HGTV.com. Imagine what you can do online.
There's no reason extraordinary furniture can't have an ordinary price. Now during the Bassett Dream Home event, you can get great furniture at a great price. Imagine this beautiful high-poster bed from Bassett's Chris Madden collection in your home. Picture this luxurious Palisade sofa in your dream living room. All the comfort and beauty you want from a name you can trust, Bassett. Come in now and see the furnishings featured in the 2001 HGTV Dream Home. Go to the Bassett website for details. Let yourself go.
My doctor says I'm healthier than he is. I swim every day.
If you suffer from arthritis pain, speak to your doctor.
The lake is good for your soul.
Tylenol Arthritis Pain Extended Relief, as effective as the most prescribed arthritis pain medicine, but much gentler to your stomach.
When I swim, I'm free.
Tylenol Arthritis Pain. And to help promote healthy joints, try Aflexa, a glucosamine supplement.
I am
am a busy woman. I have 3 children and I'm married, so my time's limited. I'm a teacher and I sing with a big band. Walmart Supercenter is the place to go. I can get all my groceries, fresh produce. The meat department's great. Walmart Supercenter guarantees freshness, and that's a plus. My girls and I go up and down every aisle. We go to the electronics. We have a blast here. It's very convenient because it's a one-stop shop, and that means a lot to me because my time's valuable. I'm going to get the best prices, the best quality. Everything that I want is in this one store. I have fun here. It's just like being a kid again.
Please take the ticket. Please take the ticket. Please take the ticket. Please take the ticket.
You don't have to go to excess to get size and power. Introducing the new Suzuki XL7.
King of the road.
Suzuki. It fits.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Decorating with Style. It was great to have you. I hope we gave you some good ideas and you have lots of success with your projects at home. And I have a really fun Decorating with Style tip before you leave and before I thank my guests. If you have guests coming over and you just do not have anything to put your flowers or your candles into, and you happen to have a bowl of fruit, take a look at this. We have turned a grapefruit into a candle holder and also an apple. Aren't those cute? Would really be a nice decoration for a luncheon or an evening meal or just a spur-of-the-moment idea. If you have an orange like this and you want to make a candle holder out of it, you need it to stay still. You don't want any roly-poly candles. So at the bottom, just cut off a bit so it will lay flat like this, and take a sharp knife, and depending on what type of candle you are going to put into your fruit, you want to make an opening that will fit. So I'm just going to open this orange up and put the tall tapered candle inside. Take that out, and we'll put it inside like this. And there you go. It's really kind of fun. You can do it with apples. You can do it with lemons. I have a lemon over here. Aren't they sweet? They're a really cute idea. And also, you can use your fruit as vases. Look at the cantaloupe here. And we have cut out the inside of it, taken out most of the seeds. And you can fill it with water and then put your flowers inside, just like that. And also the sugar from the fruit will keep the flowers fresh just a little bit longer. How about that? Well, I want to thank my 2 great guests for being on the show today. Jan Dressler from Dressler Stencil Company showed us how to make this wonderful customized sisal rug with, of course, stencils. Choose large stencils, plan out your pattern ahead of time, and then use some colors that'll show up well on the rug. And I showed you how to make these fun, movable, decorative wall panels. You can move them and arrange them any way you want to, decorate them to your heart's content. That really is a fun project. And again, you can make them any size that you want. And from Goodman Media Group, we had the editor of Victorian Decorating Ideas. Stacy Durr Albert was here to show us how to take an ordinary lamp and give it a modern Victorian look. And I want to thank you so much for being with us on Decorating with Style. Take really good care of yourselves, have fun with those projects, and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
When in Nashville, guests and staff of Decorating with Style stay at the Clubhouse Inn, minutes from the Grand Ole Opry. The Clubhouse Inn, a fresh idea in lodging.
Decorating with Style guest Connie Steinberg examines ways to build organization into any room's decorating scheme right from the beginning. Today at 3 Eastern on HGTV Daytime.